everybody, it's Nicole from Cause We Love to Scrap. Today I am going to be working with the Little Ones collection from Craft Consortium. I'm also going to be adding some acrylic for some acrylic stash busting. I went ahead and first I used this paper, this pattern paper from the, let me just show you. The A4 quality papers, premium quality papers. You get all of these. I'm using this color right here to make this starburst type layout. I'm actually not even going to use a star. My pictures, it's going to go like this on my page, and my pictures are going to cover it right here. So we'll have starburst poking out from here. This is pictures of me and my hubby while we were in Tokyo and we were getting rained on. I have some watercolor 12 by 12 paper that I'm going to try out today. This is from Amazon, so we'll see how that works. What I'll do is I will first decide what colors of these A4 papers I'm going to use behind in those things, and then I will use the new 49 and Market inks to make some mixed media back there, and then we will build up the page. I'm thinking, like, I love this hippo. Doesn't have anything to do with the layout, but I might use it. There might be some other cute little things in here that I might use as well. We'll have to see. But that's my plan for now. Oh, and then for acrylic stash busting, I brought out some flowers. These are from Color Cast Designs. I'm gonna see about using some of those. I thought this was a nice title called Today, so I'm gonna use that. And then these Bramble Fox umbrellas I thought would be cute on this page as well. The cut file is from Paige Evans, so I will have a link to this file down below for you. Yeah, so let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to start with is cutting my pictures, and then I'm going to use the Little Ones papers to go ahead and not really back my cut file, but I'm going to use those rays inside of that cut file and cut them out of pattern paper. So I'm going to use, from the pattern papers, I'm going to use the buttons and the hearts, and then I'm going to use the A2 papers, A2? No, A4 papers, I think they are, and cut out all of those little rays. You can see here that I take a ray, I draw around it, and then I cut it. And it doesn't really matter, especially towards the center, how it's cut, because it's going to be behind my photos, the center part. And I just skipped ahead so you wouldn't have to watch me do all of that. You'll see how this progresses in a bit. So I'm going to move this to where I think that I want it on my layout, and then I'm going to label what the colors are in each of these rays. And this is so that I know where to put my mixed media in just a second, and where I have to put the rays when I put them down. So that's going to be pretty much it. I'm going to start painting around where the words are. So I'm going to start with yellow, then orange, oh yeah, green, then blue, then pink, and then purple. That's how my rays are on my little cut file. And I'm sure I already said it in my intro, but this is for Craft Consortium. I'm using the Little Ones collection. I'm also going to use some embellishments from their Essentials line. And then I'm also using acrylics for acrylic stash busting with my friends. And then I also have some other products on here, a cut file from Paige Evans and Shimmerz Paints. So I will list all of those products that I'm using down below, and I will put links down for them as well. Okay, so here I am choosing all of my paints. I decided to go with 2 paints per color. And so that way it can have some flow and some mixing and just overall gorgeousness. I have some of the older inklings and creamies that are still in the pot, so I have to add water to those to get them nice and activated. So here we are. We're going to start painting. I'm not even going to attempt to know what all these colors were that I used, but I do have them down below in the description for you. So yeah, you'll be able to find them. So I started with the yellows, the golden yellow colors. Then I have this orange, and now I'm going to bring in some green. My shimmers got a little dried out, so I added some more water to it. I don't know why I did that. I thought that it would look cool, but then you'll see here in a bit what winds up happening. So there's all my blue. I'm going to add some more. That looks gorgeous. Here is kind of where I decide I need to start blending these together. And then here we go with some pink. And then when the pink and the blue get together, they start to make purple, of course, which is fine. I don't mind it at all, actually. So there we go. Adding some of that other pink, and then now we're going to finish up with the purple. And of course the purple and the gold go down below the cut file, so I'm going to make sure that it goes all the way across. And most of it, of course, gets covered up by my pictures, so it's not such a big deal. But, you know, I tried. So here we are going back in with a little bit more yellow just to make sure that that gets... Okay, here comes the water, and this is where everything just blends together, which is amazing. That's one of the best parts of using this is, yeah. So I do come in here with some paper towels just to blot up some of that. Okay, here it is dry, and I decide I want some more vibrancy on this. So I'm going to go back through. I'm going to add a second layer on this of all of the colors. So I just wanted to pop this in so that you knew that to make it even more vibrant, just add more color right on top of the other colors. So you can see I'm really trying to make it vibrant this time, and I don't come back in and add water to it again. So yeah. I really like how it turned out with the first colors, and I like how it turned out with the second colors as well. So it could have gone either way. I could have done both of them. Just because it has so much depth and dimension and just swirling and all of the things that is going on here. So yeah, adding some more of this blue. I'm gonna add some more of this blue. I'm trying to get... My paint water is already bluish, so yeah. I have to add some more water just because it is so vibrant that I did need to tone it down a little bit and just get it flowing a little bit more. Here we go with the pink. And here we go with the lighter pink. Adding some more water to that. Now that is way too much purpley in there, so I did have to blot some of that up. And then here the last is purple. And then I'm going to add some water. Just get it good and flowing. And then I'm going to leave it to dry. Now here it is all dry and it looks gorgeous. Loving the color. I'm going to add my cut file straight on there with some glue, and then what I do is I go through and I pop up all of these rays. So I popped the rays up on foam tape. I didn't care if they were directly in the middle of the cut file or if they were wonky. You know, wonkiness doesn't bother me. I really like it. So that's what's going on here. I'm going to add my photos to this craft piece of paper. I wanted a border or a background or a matte, but I didn't want white, and I thought black would be too dramatic for this layout, so I decided to go with craft, and I think it was the perfect choice. I do go off screen and attach that matte to my layout, and now I'm going through these little chipboards from the Little Ones collection, and this is so random. I love that hippo, so it's going on here, and then there's this cute little tiger, so that guy is going to go on here too. I'm going to add some of these flowers from Color Cast and some of these that Today for my title. And then I'm going to add some of these Bramble Fox acrylic umbrellas. And then I'm going to glue everything down. And now I have these dewdrops from Craft Consortium. And I'm going to add some blue, some pink, some purple. And then over where my other cluster is right here, I'm going to add some like iridescent ones. So I think that I'm done, and I'm going to show you. But then I'm like, you know what? No, let's add some white splatter. So I'm going to add my favorite white splatter, and it's just going to go all over the page just to add that fun, artistic touch to it. Just a little messy, a little splattery, and then I'm going to be done. So I will have the close-ups right now for you. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Don't forget to check for all the links down below in the description, and for the links of my friends playing along for acrylic sash busting. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time.